Hey guys, how's it going? It's the Crypto Analyst here, and I hope all of you guys are having a good morning, evening, wherever you guys are from. And welcome back to another Bitcoin technical analysis. And it is decision time for Bitcoin because as it's contradicted its previous pennant, it is now set up an ascending triangle with a bear flag inside of it. So it's time to decide which one of these is actually going to play out. So today I'm going to be giving my personal technical analysis, talking about which one I think is probable and where I think we're actually going from here. So if you guys are interested, go and stick around for the video and do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button, as it does help out the channel a lot. With that being said, let's go ahead and dive on into this because there is a lot of crucial information to discuss. So, as I mentioned, there is both an ascending triangle and a bear flag on Bitcoin right now. Now, this bear flag is in the form of a rising channel, and so we can see that pretty clearly over here. And if I go ahead and I delete this, our blue support line, what we can see is actually a very nice and clear parallel channel has shown over here, and we can see the heart line playing it in effect, and we can also see 1 to 2 touches on support and 1, 2, 3 touches on resistance, the most previous one being a beautiful rejection and also a double top. Now, what does this mean? Well, with the fact that it's actually a double top with climbing levels of resistance, what we can actually see is that a potential ascending triangle is forming, which is a bullish formation and continuation pattern. Now, this seems to be a little bit contradictory because how can we have a bear flag inside of an ascending triangle if they are essentially opposing forces, one being bullish and the other being bearish? Well, this is one of those unique scenarios where things are getting drawn out and elongated and consolidating in a very, very weird and hard way. Originally I was actually shorting the top of this, and I actually said, I wanted to get out because it was looking risky. You almost look like you even have a form of a double bottom over here, give or take a couple of dollars, but for the most part, this is a difficult area to be in because what you have is this top being, again, a double top looking like it's climbing still, like it's still an ascending triangle, but also the bear flag playing out. So which one of these, I guess, is the real question. Which one of these is actually likely to play out here? And I think that's the real question that a lot of people are asking themselves. Pardon me getting this back on my chart. But with this happening, I think that it's really going to come to watching support and watching this heart line, because ever since that it broke down over here, it's really been dancing around, the heart line of this area and deciding really where it wants to go, and it's still really just hanging on by a limb on this heart line. So it's really going to be a decision time when it gets down into this further price, because if there are not buyers in this area, the price will fall to a place where there are buyers. And so I think that's really going to be where we're going to need to watch, is when the price actually does get a little bit lower here. Now, personally, I do think it's very possible that we come back down over here, but that's going to be the do or die time. If it breaks down, I think it's going to break down pretty fast to the 50 EMA on the 4-hour. And if it bounces, I think it's going to bounce pretty fast as well. And you're going to see this climb until we start retesting this upper level of resistance once again. And if it can do that, I think that it will break out. And if we can actually break out of an ascending triangle like this, I think that 5,500 would be my next price target. And if we go ahead and switch this over to the daily, we can go ahead and see why. So if this is just a beautiful ascending triangle, my next area of resistance is going to be right over here, as I pointed out. $5,500, $5,500 is going to be my next significant level. Now, if we are able to break that, I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to come over here, see the previous bottom of this ascending triangle, start hitting this around 5,900 to 5,600. Now, this is the heavy resistance for me that I do not think that we're going to be able to pass. I think it's just too heavy for us to pass now, and just too heavy for us to pass in a single go, but I do think that it's a potential to pass in the future. Probably not at our first take on it, though. Moving this back, I do want to talk about a couple other things. The RSI, for one, is really not giving us any kind of information. It's just bouncing within this, nice little region from 58 all the way up to around 71, but the MACD is where things actually get a little bit better. And you can see on the MACD, it is losing levels of negative momentum very slowly here, and this is just kind of fading off. So as this is happening, the price is also climbing, but with how elongated and extended this is, I am getting a little bit critical on what's happening over here, because generally, as you guys can see, the MACD doesn't, kind of lag on like this. While it is a lagging indicator, it doesn't usually do this. And with this one being such a large, long consolidation and lagging out period on the MACD, I think that it is telling me, one of two things. One, a very large move is actually coming. And when I say very large, I mean that in consideration, probably a couple $100. So probably a couple $100 move is coming, option A, or option B, all the volume and selling pressure is all moving away. And option 2 would be that we just go, that we're going to just start going sideways again. And there's going to be very, very little movement in the price action of Bitcoin. Now, I think most people agree that that is not going to be it. A lot of people are saying, okay, well, it's either going to be a large move to the upside or it's going to be a large move to the downside. And I agree with that. I don't think that we're just going to be going sideways from this range right here. You know, as potentially healthy as that could be, building some consolidation zones, I just don't see it as a very viable option over in here. So, you know, what I personally believe is that, you know, what I'm hoping for is that the ascending triangle plays out and that this thing, you know, continues to break towards the upside. However, if we are going to end up breaking down here, I think that we're going to be able to hold the 50 EMA around $4,880 right over here. This is my orange, you know, to yellow line. And I do think that we're actually going to be able to hold this zone. Now, this is going to be a crucial zone to hold because if we actually break down through this, there's going to be very little support until we get back down to around 4,300. And that is not anything that most of us want to see. You know, most of us don't want to see Bitcoin drop $1,000. A lot of us who are watching this video are probably trading Bitcoin. So with this happening over here, these are really just like my areas to watch. I'm going to be watching this very closely. For me, as of right now, you know, this is a no trade zone. You guys can kind of see the volume's been all over the place. You know, it goes down significantly, almost to nothing, and then it spikes back up. And with how easily servers are overloaded in cryptocurrency right now, especially on things like BitMEX where I trade, it's not something that I really want to be stuck in. Again, it can go either way. I personally believe it to be more so of an ascending triangle than a bear flag, but we'll find that out very, very soon. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you guys have any questions or thoughts on this, I actually want to know your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. Is this a bull flag or is this a bear flag? You know, is this rising channel or is this an ascending triangle? You know, both make sense. And now that we've broken the previous pennant, now that we're forming this ascending triangle, you still have a case for both the bears and the bulls. And it's not just, you know, a black versus white scenario. Obviously, there are multiple ways that this can play out. But I want to know your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. Is this bullish or is this bearish? With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you guys did, do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button as it does help out the channel a lot. Again, nothing I did say in this video was legal, tax, or financial advice in any way. But if you guys did enjoy the video, you know, show your support and leave a like. But until next time, guys, I will see you in the next video.